Happy Sunday, everyone, and happy Mother's Day. In celebrating Mother's Day, I am going to be asking some questions here. I'm going to give you a little bit of a quiz. Because, see, all mothers should be appreciated, even mothers in the animal kingdom. So that being said, I hope your mom's not listening if you get these questions incorrect or answer them incorrectly, because she's going to be awfully disappointed. So, you ready for my quiz? Ready? Okay, let's go. Number one question. Who selects their mate? Is it the fathers of this world or is it the mothers of this world? If you answered fathers, you got it wrong. It's the mothers of the world that select their mate. And you know something else? All of you out there that prospective mothers or mothers want to be, you might want to pay attention to this. In the animal kingdom, when mothers select their mate, they do so by their criteria is the ability, number one, the ability to provide useful resources. So in other words, when you're looking for that mate, make sure they can provide for you. Make sure they can provide food. A nest site, in other words, for us humans, that'd probably be a really nice home. And territories, so a nice yard to go around it as well. So they're very selective about that. They also base their criteria on selecting a mate by nuptial gifts. Yeah, that's true. Believe it or not, those during the courtship period, those males who bring gifts, I bring you food, I snuggle a little bit with you and things like that. Wow, those go a long, long ways in selecting a mate. And they also look for any sort of extent of commitment. In other words, hey, don't be going courting another female. Only court me. Only hang around with me. So they are looking for a little bit of a commitment, not just a little, hey, come in here and let's just have a little bit of a dating time and then all of a sudden you move off. They also go by the ability to provide parental care. Yeah, you hear that? The ability to provide parental care. So if you don't look like one of these guys that wants to chip in, they're just not going to pick you as a mate. And then lastly, the ability to provide good genes. Oh, now that's the catch-all, man. You've got to be able to provide good genes. In other words, you have to have a great physique. Yeah. You have to dominate other males. You have to show that you can dominate other males. And you also have to have the capacity for prolonged survival. So yeah, I'm telling you what, these mothers out there in the animal kingdom, they're pretty picky about who they select as their mate, not the fathers. Okay, moving on to question number 2. All parents must make 2 important decisions. Number 1, how much of their own resources to devote to reproduction instead of their own growth and survival. And the other one is they must decide how to allocate the available resources they have among their offspring. Now, who do you think does the most allocation of their resources, devotes most of their resources to their offspring, and even into reproduction? Again, if you answer fathers, you got it wrong. Sorry, dads. It would be the mothers. It's the mothers who do that. Okay, moving right along. So hopefully you're getting all these correct here. During parental care in the wild, conflict emerges because cost of providing that care is paid separately by each individual, both the mother and the father. But however, they both accrue the same benefit. So that being said, if we're both going to get the same benefit, well, I would prefer if you, sir, do the lion's share of taking care of the kiddos versus me. I kind of want to have a mom's day out. So all that being said, who does provide the lion's share of taking care of the kiddos? Is it the fathers of this world or is it the mothers? Again, if you answer fathers, you are incorrect. It would be the mothers of this world. And why? Why is that? Now I'm going to just cut some slack on the fathers here real quick, because we fathers need a little slack about now. That's 3 in a row that these mothers are winning. They're 3-0. We are 0 for 3. But let me cut them a little bit of slack here. See, internal gestation and lactation is a major role of females. We dads, our ability to help out with that is pretty darn restricted. In other words, we can't really take over for mom during that time. We can't take over those duties. So cut us a little bit of slack here. I didn't decide that. Nature decided that. So dads, I'm going to cut you a little slack right there. Okay, let's move on. Question number 5. There's a condition in the animal kingdom which guarantees that 50% of at least one of the parents' genes will be in the offspring. So which parent is it guaranteed to have 50% of their genes in their offspring? Oh, you bad, bad fathers. I'm telling you, it's not them. It would be the mothers of this world. And in the animal kingdom, that is known as certainty of paternity. Certainty. See, dads can go around and, you know what, I don't need to say that on Facebook Live, but they can, in other words, they can have lots of children out there. So that being said, it's the mother's certainty of paternity. Guaranteed 50% of her genes are in every offspring that's out there. Okay, and the last question I have for you guys today, because I know you need to get back to celebrating with your mom. Which parent wants to snuggle and cuddle the most? Dads or mothers? You're probably picking up on a theme here today. Sorry, guys. It's not the fathers who want to snuggle and cuddle all the time. It would be the mothers. And why is that? In most group living animals, they maintain their social and mating bonds through touch. And it just so happens it's the females out there, the mothers out there in the world, who want to snuggle and cuddle the most. So I guess they're more interested in maintaining that strong bond, more so than the dads are. So anyway, that's it in the animal kingdom out there, guys. So hopefully you pass this test. And hopefully by now you certainly appreciate your mother a little bit more than what you did about 10 minutes ago. So make sure you go up to her today, wrap those arms around her if you can. Again, you know the conditions in which we're living with right now. But if not, by golly, you could have at least mailed her a card. You can send an email card. You can pick up the darn phone and call her, or you can get on a web conference. But no matter what, you see from this quiz, and I just barely scraped the surface, how much mothers contribute to the world, how much they make our lives better, how much they make our lives even possible. So don't you forget that, you fathers out there. And also, you fathers, don't worry. Easy here. Our day is coming. Every dog has its day. So you bet I'll be taking up for us fathers come Father's Day. Till then, guys, you guys be safe. Give your mom a hug if you can. I lost my mother 11 years ago suddenly and unexpectedly. And I really wish more than anything right now I could give her a hug. So if you can do that, make it happen. I'll see you guys tomorrow.